Welcome back to Citizen Extra. Many thanks indeed for staying with us on this broadcast. We are now well into the second hour now. And shortly we'll be taking you to Mombasa County, where Stephen Letoo is on standby. Yesterday he told us that MPs have come out stating that they will fight for the independence of Parliament in the wake of concerns over manipulation and interference, or apparent manipulation, by the executive and other arms of government. Let's now get an idea of today's agenda from Stephen Letoo, who is at that hotel. Letoo, good morning. Give us details about Parliament's agenda today during that particular retreat.
Well, a very good morning to you there, Wahiga, in studio. Indeed, it is the second day of the Members of Parliament post-election retreat being held here in Mombasa County. And just a recap of what transpired last evening is a near clash between Members of Parliament, that is the National Assembly in particular, and the judiciary that was represented by Deputy Chief Justice and Vice President of the Supreme Court, Philomena Mwilu. The Members of Parliament taking Mwilu to task to explain why some of the judges of the lower courts have been interfering with parliamentary business in terms of matters that are before various parliamentary committees, and how the interference by the judiciary has been hindering the work of members of parliament and their day-to-day running of the House proceedings. And so those are some of the particular issues that they were raising. They even went ahead and raised the issue why the judiciary is, how it is pegging the billing of cost at the judiciary, where you've seen several members of parliament being, told to or ordered by the courts to pay huge, a lot of millions as arising from election petition costs. Those were some of the issues that were very heated on the floor of this forum. And so today, Wahiga, we are expecting a lot of issues to come up here. Remember, there is issues to do with the whipping of members, the House procedures. Remember, this forum is being, being overseen or being, held in conjunction with the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, being the particular or the main resource persons are trying to take members, the members of Parliament, through various Commonwealth parliaments procedures and parliaments, how they operate. And so we are expecting today again more issues to do with various committees, issues to do with the budget making process and how the MPs are supposed to do oversight. Of course, already there is a session that is ongoing, but quickly I've seen one member of parliament, the nominated member of parliament, Gideon Keter. Of course, he was nominated to represent the youth. Karibu sana, Keter, and thank you for speaking to Citizen TV. Maybe just briefly tell us how are you intending to push the youth agenda inside this forum that comes to a close on Thursday?
First of all, is, you see, the aim of this forum is actually to harmonize the politics that we have in Parliament and the politics that we had before the election, and how best can we put the country ahead of the normal policy that we normally have. Issues of young people have been affected by the differences that have been going on in Parliament, because some are thinking this is pro this side, this is also pro this side, harming the effects or harming the young people who are actually expecting these policies to be beneficial to them. Now, once this is done, once the common ground has been put in place, then the issues of the marginalized, those people who doesn't have a voice, can have a center stage when the bigger agendas of who is who has been shelved, and then the national agenda for the young people will now take the center stage and be also considered.
Well, thank you. That is a nominated member of Parliament of the National Assembly, Gideon Keter, just taking us through what we are expecting today. And Wahiga, there is what I can tell you, a program that has been put inside this particular document, and it is full. And by the time MPs are done with this retreat, they are supposed to get down to business, use what they have learned here at the Mombasa retreat, that is the post-election seminar, and apply that in bettering the democracy of Parliament and ensuring that their oversight role is for the good of the public. And so by an hour or so, we are of course diving into another session, Wahiga, and by then we'll be able to brief you more and more on what is coming. Of course, we are also lining up for you several press conferences from various groups or caucuses of members of parliament. We know that a section of members of parliament from ODM side intend to hold a press conference. Also, members of parliament from the northeastern region intend to hold a press conference in an hour or so. And so those are some of the activities that we have lined up for you, Wahiga, from this end of County 001. Back to you in studio.
Very busy program ahead, it seems. Stephen Leto, you dive right in. I like the use of that word. Stephen Leto there, reporting from Mombasa County. Well, we carry on with other updates now. We want to take